What's good, Audiotree viewers? It's me, Psalm 1, global hip-hop treasure searching high and low for my next favorite band. We are broadcasting to you kind of sort of live all the way from sunny Chicago, Illinois, and today is Friday, May 17th, 2024. It's always big love to all of our subscribers, and if you're not subscribed, just mash that little button and then follow Audiotree on all the platforms like Spotify. Then you too can have some of my love. It's definitely guaranteed. We got a fantastic session in store today with North Cacalac's own Stellar Circuits, a no-frills quartet pushing prog metal to its fringes and back. Ordered chaos, ferocity, technical grooves, and the juxtaposition of control versus letting go. It's all about the change, the heavy, the sneakily catchy, and sheer strength. Get ready, ladies, and gentlemen, for Stellar Circuits.
pressure. Whoa. I'm floating forever, wondering where you go. So won't you free my head? Don't get me started. And this is why I wait alone. I'll keep it while I'm holding the knife for you. All I see looks like. Well, now I see what it's like, and it's like you've been stuck on the same line as me. We're holding on to the rain while we fall into the light while I'm falling. Could you believe that? It's when you're on the edge of a valley. It's cold outside when you're alone. It's cold outside alone. Well, I wasn't far away, hopelessly gazing, but I couldn't stay, and I'm wondering what I would say over and over and over again. Help me keep it together, 'cause it's taking over me, and I can't deny. Why would I try? 'Cause it's taking over me.
We did it. We're here with Jared, Ben, Jesse, and Tyler, better known as Stellar Circuits. Sorry, I can't talk today. Stellar Circuits. How y'all doing today?
We're good. What's up? How are you?
I'm chilling. You know, y'all are back on the road, killing it.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
What's the biggest difference between the last show that you played in Chicago and this one that you're going to play tonight?
It's hard to say. We don't really know what to expect tonight,
Sure,
to be
yeah.
honest with you. We've always had like a nice core, solid group that follows us around Chicago, and it's nice that we've been coming here ever since we started touring a few years ago. So it's been kind of a mainstay for us, and it just keeps growing little by little every time we come back. So we're excited to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, I know, because we were talking earlier, and you said you played sub-T downstairs last time you were here,
Yes,
and this time
yes.
you're upstairs, so that's already a big difference. So
Chilling with our Audiotree homie.
absolutely. So what are the cities you fall in love with besides Chicago in your travels?
Well, there's a few that we really love that have been a mainstay. Austin's definitely one that we haven't been to a whole lot, but we really love that place as well. Nashville's becoming sort of a favorite that we keep hitting. And we haven't been able to get out west as much as we'd like to, but last year we were able to do a nice full U.S. tour. So hitting a couple of those West Coast cities was really nice, like seeing family up in Portland area. And I'm from the Bay Area myself, so getting to go back there was really cool.
Yeah, shout out the Bay Area. Tour doesn't really give you a time to really explore.
Not usually.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to make the most of it when we can, but depending on the schedule.
Yeah.
Just go.
So, hypothetically, walk with me. You got a day off on tour. You got 2 nights in the hotel, meaning you don't have to wake up and go anywhere. What are you doing?
Well, we try to keep a healthy routine, so we usually fit the gym in anytime we can, at least just an hour on the off day. And then depends on the city that we're at. You know, we like just kind of checking out the architecture and the vibe of the city. We try not to get too contrived with the schedule because everybody's kind of got their own idea what they want to do anyway. So we like to explore, check it out, see whatever's around.
When in Chicago, we like deep dish pizza.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, directly following the gym.
Yeah, for balance, you know, you need it. My spidey senses just tingled. You said deep dish pizza. Where are you getting this deep dish pizza from Chicago?
Melodies, we like hit all the big ones. Jared would be able to tell you all the ones that we've hit. But Lou Malnati's, I think, is our favorite.
Gino's East. But we keep coming back to Lou Malnati's.
Lou Malnati's is the best.
I mean, it's a chain, but it's like, for our money, like, every time we go there, it's consistent, it's dope. Like, I don't know.
It is the best.
These guys are thinking about deep dish before the tour even gets booked, to be honest with you.
Like,
We've already had it on this tour, and we will be getting it again today. It's going down.
Before or after the show, though?
Both, if we can.
Ooh, wee.
After the show, for the love of God.
North Cackalack, and then you say that you're from the Bay. So how do we come together in North Carolina?
So I've been in North Carolina ever since about 3rd grade. So me and Jesse have been best friends since we were in about 4th grade. So we're basically brothers at this point. Mm-hmm. He came from Oregon, and I came from California. So I think that was kind of an initial thing that we linked up on, just being like
West Coasters,
West Coastians or whatever. And yeah, we've been best friends ever since we were kids. We honestly didn't start playing music until we were about 18 or 19, so we were kind of late bloomers. But anything we always did was always together. And so when we started this band, we kind of just hit the ground running. And I had known Jared for about 10 years prior to starting the band. We had the same mentor. We started out in the blues scene, so I played harmonica. Jared was a well-known blues guitarist in our area, and he also had another metal project. So when we needed a guitar player, I hit him up, and it just kind of fit really well. And Tyler, he's just kind of like wandered up and been in the band ever since like the beginning.
Okay.
So
He actually came
I don't know
to
exactly his origin story, to be honest.
He came to one of our shows.
He came to one of
for
our
another
shows,
band.
yeah.
I came to one of their shows because they were opening for a band that I wanted to be in. And
Okay.
it ended up working out that
He was going to buy a piece of merch, and then he was like, I'll be right back and go get some money, and he never came back. So
I
we were
definitely
like,
came
all
back.
right.
We have two different interpretations of that
And
song.
then we put out an ad on Craigslist for a drummer, and he responded. And so it's kind of crazy that worked out, but you know, we've been family ever since.
Yeah, the stray drummers, you can't feed them because they'll never
Yeah,
leave, so you're
plus
stuck
they're
with
weird,
them.
you know what I mean? You don't want to keep them hanging around too long.
How many bands are between y'all then? Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
As far as
How many different bands have y'all played in? Other than
so
before Stellar Circuits became like a thing that you were like, yeah.
I had a blues band when I first started playing music, and then started an original project, which kind of morphed into this. With me and Jesse started about 8 years ago, and I can't speak for Jared. He's probably been in a ton of bands. Tyler's been in a few as well.
Okay. So what was the moment? I'm sorry, go ahead. You were going to say something. Let me not stop you.
No, it's all good.
Now I feel like I missed my chance to hear you speak. And
Not at all. I should do less talking.
oh, damn. Okay. So Stellar Circuits is based on the ideas of psychedelic psychologist Timothy Leary's 8-circuit model of consciousness. It's pretty trippy stuff. Have y'all done very extensive research on these circuits in like a non-musical setting?
Yeah, for sure. When I came across it, I was just intrigued by it. I didn't really. How do I want to explain this? It was something that I felt like was a very open-ended concept. So I felt like it worked for us to be able to take what we liked, and there was a lot of mystery around it. And I mean, it's kind of like this pseudo-scientifical, like tripping on.
Yeah, Timothy
shit.
Leary is that. Yeah.
But I felt like sort of like the depth of it and the layers kind of matched with what the vibe that we were trying to go for with our music, as kind of deeper than just kind of like making songs and sounds, more of like an artistic experience. And so, yeah, like just some of the stuff I was reading kind of vibed with me, the idea of like cosmic energy and whatnot. And so we've kind of tried to morph the open-endedness of it and kind of create our own narrative and like basis for what it actually means. And it's kind of like evolved over the years, but I think for the better. There's a little bit of mystery to it, but enough direction to give us a way to take our themes and stuff.
I am a nerd, a math nerd. I have a chemistry background.
Nice.
And so anything that is scientific, I'm like, ooh, and then listening to your music, it's like you kind of can't explain it, but you can, because the layers of everything that y'all do, you're kind of in your own worlds, but it comes together. Cool. And it's like, and it's definitely like these existential pieces that fit. If you know.
Yeah, right on. We appreciate that. We hope that type of stuff comes through. We try not to be too contrived with our stuff. We have our own ideas about it, but we try not to get like too like pushing our own philosophical ideas onto people. It's nice to have it interpreted by the listener in a personal way, but enough direction, like I said, to kind of point you in the area that we're kind of dancing around thematically or philosophically.
Sure.
The concept is scientific, but I say more pseudo than actually scientific. I mean, once you really read about it, it's not like corroborated like scientific like theses or anything.
Yeah. Well, let's get into some more scientific breakdowns
Let's do
of
it,
music
like
right now.
smart dork rock. That's what we like. Yeah.
This is Catch Your Death. Open up. Those thoughts arise like a fountain. The mist surrounds like a sacred lens. We fell aside, eyes sinking, immerse ourselves. It's one way, so I'm thinking if we survive, I'm trying to face your line. If you say so, provide to a subtle reminder. It's a vicious cycle. Prepare to brace yourself and take my hand. It's coming close now. Can you see? Can you see me now?
All right.
Follow So crawl into the place I've been when you call and realize that it's when you fall. And with the weight of a vision that's been creeping slow inside your thoughts, well, how could you explain at all? So fight that face when you fall, 'cause you should know that this could take it all away. And you're set, so you reach for the sky. You're waiting too long to find that you're in love with a goddamn lie. So what's it gonna take? We'll say we're the same way, and you gotta waste your breath. Check it out. You might not make it out alive. You might not make it out alive. So get How could you have known indecision would be the one to leave you paralyzed? 'Cause you're a following your intuition, and you can always trust your eyes.
I want to go back. Goblin Valley is my jam, so I just want to thank y'all for playing that. It just got great peaks and bits of calm and an insane vocal performance from you. Where did this voice come from? And can you give me like a turning point where you knew your vocals were something special and it was something like breaking through?
Geez, I don't know if I've got to that point where I feel like personally it's something special. It's just been such a long journey of like listening to music that I love and just this like thing inside that's just like gotta get out. You know what I mean? So it's been a lot of trial and error over the years, I think. But you know, with the help of my friends that are great musicians to kind of guide me in the right direction, and some great mentors that I've had, and honestly, just like listening to music obsessively is kind of my jam. Like I love just like listening to artists that I love over and over and trying to glean anything that I can from their greatness. So I'm kind of like a sponge for like anything vocal or like musical in any way. So I'm definitely a product of other artists.
Who are some of your kind of vocal influences? It just sounds like it's such an eclectic mix of influences for all of y'all. But
Yeah, there's so many. It's kind of hard to say. I think, like I said, me and Jesse coming from the West Coast when we were kids, we're kind of like, you know, late 80s babies, like grew up in the 90s out there. And so like anything that was coming out in the 90s and early 2000s from the West Coast is like our jam, from like Oregon down to California, you name it. Like Rage Against the Machine, System of a Down, Deftones, Tool, Incubus, like all that stuff. And then coming to North Carolina, I was exposed to more rootsy music. So just like a huge fan of blues and like kind of the chronology that led from blues to British rock invasion to everything that led to the 90s and grunge and stuff like that. So that's kind of a long-winded answer, but it's like it's kind of hard to like narrow it down to just a few. It's really just pulling from so many vocalists, you know?
Yeah, and I wanted to pose that question to the rest of the band as well. Any influences that really kind of like help you conceptualize even in the present day, how you play, and just people that you've been, you know, influenced by that maybe not be something that like we might know, you know?
Well, we all are big fans of Carnival, so
Australian
yeah,
rock,
there's a lot of
rock band.
a lot of good Australian metal bands that we all enjoy. But Carnival would kind of be the collective the band that we all kind of geek out over and that we all really love and pull a lot of influence from.
I would say Rush as well.
Okay.
Rush is a big one.
Contortionist.
Yeah, the Contortionist. But you said stuff that you wouldn't.
Yeah, like kind of unexpected or anything that like you know. And
London Grammar is
Yeah,
one
we
that
love
like
London
we
Grammar.
absolutely love as a band. It's nothing really like our music,
Sure.
but we listen to them all the time.
I mean, we listen to a lot of hip hop too.
Been playing a lot of that new Hosier in the van.
Yeah, for
Still
sure.
not entirely sure if that's how you pronounce his name.
yes, is it Hosea?
Hosier.
Hosea.
I think if you're fancy, yeah. Jose.
yeah, France. You go to France, it's like Hosea.
We're kind of all over the map though. Musically, it's kind of hard to, like you said, to narrow it down.
Well, that's what I'm getting to because you can kind of hear sometimes when musicians they have heard so much, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and you can tell that like the influences in each one of your respective instruments, like you've really done the homework and the legwork. So
We kind of just find that like middle ground between all these crazy influences. I know like for me it's like I love like heavy hardcore shit like Knocked Loose and like metalcore and stuff, but then also listening to a lot of R&B like Her or Yeba, and then like kind of finding like some kind of common ground between it. Obviously melodically and sonically it might not be there, but I think there's a spirit to a lot of the music that we really get down with that's like intentional. And just for our band, we're really not like kind of a frivolous like party band. Like we like to kind of dig deep when we're making music and look in the mirror and kind of make something that's true to who we are. So I think when we hear artists that are like that are kind of vulnerable and exposed in a almost uncomfortable way, that's intriguing to us, and we kind of want to find that edge for ourselves always.
oh yeah, that's beautiful. I was gonna ask a question about. I saw in a previous interview you were talking about serving the song and having your own voice through the instrument, and I was wondering how the process of that with your band, how did that become like? How did you cultivate that process? Because it's very intricate. So how does it like begin?
Yeah, I think it was like a collective, like maybe even unspoken at first, like to start the band and start writing music, that it's more important than any of our own like individual preferences or ego or taste or personality or whatever. It's more about like us trying to come together and serve something greater than ourselves.
Yeah,
and
the
for
song.
us, the music and the song is that. And so we want to try to collectively find the best parts of ourselves that can help serve this thing that's greater than us. And I think it actually helps our artistic process because it kind of takes you, or at least me, it takes me out of like my ownership of it. You know what I mean? And it gives it more of like an open-ended, like we're giving it, like, I don't want to sound corny, to the universe or something, but like when we share it with our fans and then like first and foremost with each other, it's having to let go of those things that you kind of get stuck on, like, oh, this is what I want it to be, and more about like where does the song would like to go. I know that sounds a little crazy, but we feel like there's sort of like a consciousness to the art and like trying to be somewhat of a conduit for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't sound crazy at all, actually. Yeah, it doesn't at all.
Set the sage. Come on, Austin.
Yeah,
You
get
want to
that.
say
inside.
something, Jay? You're gripping that mic.
I was just going to say, we do a really good job of keeping each other in check. Like during the writing process, we all have an input on what the other person is doing. So, you know, as a band that some people would call a prog band, we're trying to be anything other than prog. So we're trying to Foo Fighters out, you know, really just sell out.
Sure, yeah.
So if someone tries to do something too complicated, it's like, well, maybe just a power chord will do.
No.
We're trying to trademark the term butt prog. Like, you got butt rock.
We
Yeah,
stole
no,
that
that's
term,
good.
by the way.
That's good. Musicians are some of the funniest people on the planet, and we have a lot in common with comedians. Who's the funniest person in this band? I think I have an idea, but who is it?
I think
everybody
this
has
guy
their own
might
idea.
fist fight over who would be the funniest. But we're all like huge fans of comedy, but especially like me and Jared are just like crazy stand-up fans. And it's funny that you mentioned that because I've always felt that as well. There's like a kinship between sort of like the arc of a comedian and a band. You know, we have to do a lot of similar things. Obviously, they're like alone on the stage, which I think is a little more daunting.
Oof, yeah.
But yeah, just like the whole grueling nature of like coming up, putting like a decade into trying to build a foundation, traveling around, a lot of thankless hours. It really resonates with us, so it's definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite art form besides
Besides
music.
this, yeah. Who are some of your favorite comedians?
That was a good way to dodge that question.
Say what?
That was a good way to dodge that question.
Yeah. I mean, if someone were to say like, I'm the funniest, it's like, all right, Dick.
I'm the funniest.
Yeah, he's the funniest. We love so many though. It's Shane Gillis is definitely a favorite of us now. We love the New York comedians like Sam Morrill and Mark Normand.
Dave Attell.
Dave Attell,
Oh,
yeah. And
yeah.
then you've got West Coast, so you've got like Tim Dillon coming out now, and it's just the Austin scene's popping off with Joe Rogan's new club. So it's just like there's just comedians for days, and like always just trying to find somebody new and just a new special or something.
It's good for on the road too, like those
Oh, it's
specials.
so good, yeah. It's so good. It keeps the levity too, you know. We can't take shit too seriously. We take the music seriously, but we never want
Right.
to take ourselves too seriously, you know.
Yeah, that's a good balance there. I can't take the music so serious and then take yourself serious. It's like, what's going on here? The deluxe edition. How did you pick the songs that made it, and what was the process of like the mission of the deluxe versus the original version of the record?
I think we had like however many it ended up being, which was 15 songs or so. And when we listened to the whole record at first, it just kind of seemed like those three had sort of an identity on their own. Although linked to the record, it just kind of felt like it had its own thing. So it kind of felt like it best served the record to have the initial release the way it was, a little more succinct and to the point. And then it was nice to be able to give those songs life, go back to it, and have a sort of addendum to what we had released at the end. And it was really gratifying because, like I said, initially it felt like the record was kind of long. It felt like it just kind of dragged on. But when we were able to have the initial release the way it was and then create like a more extended experience, I feel like it's similar to like a director's cut. Not everybody's going to want to watch the 3-hour version of the movie, but the music dorks like us love it, and it gives people a chance to hear, like I said, a more succinct version.
Absolutely. Well, Sight to Sound is an amazing album, and the deluxe fits perfectly.
Oh,
so,
you're kind, thank you.
yeah. Well, let's get back into it.
Let's do it.
For sure.
This is an older song.
And if you didn't know, and now you know, these are not so-so circuits, y'all. These are stellar circuits. A massive thank you to these lovely guys for blessing us today. And as always, major love to our camera people, engineers, editors, and artists here at Audiotree, spreading the gospel of live music. These absolute monsters are currently on the last leg of a tour, but don't fret, my pet. They will undoubtedly be back on the road, so get tickets when they invade your area. Also, catch up on all their tunes, including their latest Sight to Sound Deluxe version, because you love great music and we want you to have it. Once again, baby dolls, likes are good, but subscribing to Audiotree means you get these dope videos in your feed as soon as they drop. Get cool merch at audiotree.shop. And if you want the session audio, you can get it at Spotify or wherever you stream your music. Finally, follow Audiotree on social media for more fun content. I'm Psalm 1 signing off. And remember, kids, life can end before it begins, so get to living, booski. Okay, I'll see you next time. Peace.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?